Are you stuck in your house with nothing to do? Erin is here to bake with you. Quarantine Baking with Erin.
Hi, and welcome to Quarantine Baking with Erin. Today, we will be making apple blackberry pie. We're making apple blackberry pie because we have too many apples and too many blackberries. So this is probably going to be the quickest quarantine baking video because we're not making our own crust, not into that today. And I already peeled and chopped the apples because that is so boring, no one wants to see that. So I have, 8 apples. I did not check what kind they were, but they were red. They're not red delicious, I don't think. I was even like, oh, let me look at the little sticker, and then I just peeled the stickers off without checking. So we've got 8 of these mystery apples, and then I have cut 2 lemons in half. Right. Well, just put in some good old lemon juice. The oven is preheating to 400, but I just turned it on, so it probably won't even be preheated by the time it takes to make this. And last, lemon dye. Oh, and we're not using a recipe because this is I need to use a bunch of fruit pie. So we're just gonna see how this one goes. I've got some honey. Oh, it did preheat. And since there's no recipe, there's no need to measure. So we're gonna go maybe 2 tablespoons. A lot. Well, there's no other sugar. It's just gonna be honey. It's all gravy. It's not gravy, it's honey. And then, let's be real, probably a tablespoon of vanilla. Maybe, I was gonna say maybe since I have the big bottle, I'm like aggressive. It's not true. You could give me the world's tiniest little bottle of vanilla and I'd still be like, let's just use it all. And then I have one thing, it's 6 ounces. Nobody knows what that is in American parlance. So 1 regular size, not big thing of blackberries. And so I'll just stir that up. I think that the apple to pie crust ratio will not, I might have to store half or like freeze half of this apple mixture. Just put it in the freezer. That's what happens when you freeze. I'll freeze it in the freezer. And then we're just gonna add whatever spices I see that are not like paprika. All of the fun spices. Okay. Cinnamon. We're obviously gonna have a lot of cinnamon. And then I think I have pumpkin pie spice. I know I ran out, but I think we got more. Also, we have now got 3 cinnamons. So 1, 2, and then the one you got the other day. 3. 1 more cinnamon. I mean, it's fun. It'll get used. You've seen me bake. Okay, pumpkin pie spice. It's unopened. Oh, you've got a good treat in store for you. What else do we want to add? Add some nutmeg. I know it's in there, but it's fun to just add a bunch of things. Baking is just making potions, like when you're a little kid. All right, this is gonna be a spice-forward pie, but why not? It's all just to save these blackberries and apples from going in the bin. Let me stir this a little better. I'm glad that I'm not a snob about pie crust. I think you should bake however you want to bake. And often I want to make my own pie crust, but a lot of the time it is really just really nice too. Oh, I didn't even think about a crumble topping. Am I gonna bother? My husband is giving me a look of, oh my God, what do you mean there's potentially no crumble? The only downside about making a crumble is that the bowl that goes with the KitchenAid is otherwise being used, but I think we can remedy that. So we'll check back in and I'll do one dish. Okay, you almost witnessed a marriage crumble without a crumble topping. So, thank goodness I had the emotional fortitude to clean this bowl so that we could have a proper pie. Just kidding, obviously we wouldn't break up over a pie. Maybe scones. Actually, my friend doesn't care about scones that much, which is insane, which is why we might break up.
I love scones.
You like scones.
I love
You
scones.
don't care about scones the way I care about scones.
I just think you eat them wrong.
I'm sorry for letting you too into our personal lives. Okay, so I have a stick of butter, kind of softened, not softened enough. Last. All right, and then we've got 2/3 cup of brown sugar. All right, victory. And this, I use this for my blueberry pie, but this comes from the Betty Crocker Dutch apple pie recipe, this crumb topping. And then a tablespoon of white sugar. And then the spotter guard is nice in theory, but I'm not going to use it. And then 1 cup of flour. And just mix that all together. So I need my little spatula. Normally I add water to this, but I haven't not used water to it, so then it kind of makes like a paste. But I'm not gonna add water to this because then it'll be more crumbly and less like a cookie on top of your pie. This won't be the world's shortest video. I just didn't even think about pie topping. There are 3 parts to pie because I took the easy way out on the first layer. I forgot about the final layer. Still pretty easy and makes Michael very happy. So it's got a nice crumble shape. It just looks like streusel topping. I'm struggling. Whatever. Okay, and then we'll just crumble this out on top of the pie. Also, I think sometimes I put cinnamon on topping, but every pie is different. So I'm not extraordinarily consistent in baking. Perhaps. Which is what I like about it. Just do whatever, and then you'll still have something carby and sugary. What's the worst that could happen? It's just what? I was trying to think of dessert horror stories, but no need to bring that negativity into a quarantine baking video. All right. And then I do this with I guess you don't really need to do this. I cut through the little paste layer when I add water. Just give it some venting, but it should be able to vent pretty good because it's not a solid mass. And now we're gonna put this in the oven. We'll do 25 minutes at 400, and then 15 minutes at 325, and then the pie will cool. Who knows if I'll film that, but that's what's gonna happen, and we'll check back in. All right, so the pie came out of the oven, and it's looking very pie-like, and let's cut it.
All right, folks, it is time to try the pie. A little bit of vanilla ice cream. I'm very pleased.
How did the apples and blackberries work together?
Really well. It's a really nice balance.
All right. I'm mostly here for the ice cream. Pie is fine, generally. But ice cream's where it's at.
Admit it though, this pie, it's amazing.
I think I've made too many pies. I just don't care.
All right, well I do, so.
Bye. Oh wait, what would you give this pie?
10 out of 10.
Bye.
Well, are you stuck in your house with nothing to do? Erin is here to bake with you. Quarantine baking with Erin.